Hi guys, my name is Jana. For those of you who don't know me yet, I changed my intro just a little bit. I wanted to show you something. I have 3 different channels. Channel 1 is my channel for the advanced beaters. This middle channel is the channel for the beginning beaters. And my 3rd channel is for those of you who would like to be challenged. Beginning beaters, if you came here, just pause the video for a second. And click on my little icon. If you never beaded before, then click on View. Choose Oldest first, and you can see where the basic beginning beading starts. Now, I'm working my way up to get a little bit more advanced every time with every video, and as you can see, there's plenty of them on there. In about 3 months you should be up to the level where you can do any of them. Just choose one, pick one, and you're good to go. You can just go back to browse videos to see the latest videos, and if you really like my channel, then please subscribe. Thank you. Let's start beading now. Hi guys. I am in the process of making a cross for Easter. Now I want to see if I can make it a standing cross, but I'm not sure if it will work yet. But in the meantime, this is part of the designer's process. In case it does work, of course, I want to show you how I did it. So what I'm going to show you first is how to make the sides of, it's double-sided as you can see, the sides of the cross. For that you will need some fireline, size 6/0. Just hold it in your left hand and pull it to your right shoulder, and then just cut it off. That should be enough. And I've been working with wax a lot, and it does help not to get that thread tangled. So I'm just pulling it through the wax, putting my fingers on the thread, getting the extra wax off, and putting it on the needle. Now, in order to make this cross, and as you can see, it's going to be pretty big, I got 12mm revolis here, and these are color AB. So that's one of the things that we're starting with. And you will need delicas, and of course you can choose your own color delica, but I got sort of a white AB delica that I'm using for it. So I'm going to use the white delicas. And we're going to set up with 28 white delicas. I hope I won't blur. The room I'm in now is very, very light. But I haven't found the right spot yet to do my video, so I'm hoping this will work. 28 delicas, that's what we're going to set up with. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you never did a bezel before, I suggest you just go underneath this video. There's a link on how to do a bezel, because that will be easier if you already understand how that works. But I'm going to show it anyway. I always double count my beads. 5, 10, 15, 20, 28, correct? And then I'm going to go through all these beads again and make sure you get them all, so you don't miss any of them, because then you got a problem. Pull that through. Make sure you got the end there. And then just pull that through and tie a double knot. And make sure you tie that knot right in between those beads. And now moving into the first bead. Pick up a bead, go into the next one. And for those of you who already know how to do the bezel, it's 5 rows that we're going to do right now. So this is already row 1, and I'm now starting with row 2. So those of you who already know how to bezel, I would say just pause me now until you get that part done and you get your 5 rows set up. For those of you who don't know how to bezel, I will show you how to step up and just go in between those beads. Just skip one and go into the next. And we're going to go all the way around. Skip one, go into the next. Skip one, go into the next. Skip one, go into the next. And make sure that your beads are positioned correctly. Skip one, next. Skip one, next. And try and keep that end thread, that end tail down so it doesn't get caught up in the other thread, and just go around all the way. I've come to my last one now. As you can see, I got 2 here, which means I need to do one more. I skip one, I go into the next, and then I go up into the second one. So I'm going through 2 beads, the one I'm supposed to go into and the one that is already on like 2 rows on top of each other. And now I'm going to just go around again until I bump in here. And these are 28, so half of 28 is 14, so you're going around 14 times. It's a good thing to count so you know when to step up. So let's go. 1, 2, and don't be in a hurry, don't do 2 at the same time like this. 3, 4, don't do that. Why not? Because basically you can hear your thread grinding, and delicas are pretty sharp and you don't want to damage your thread if you don't have to. So we got 4, we need 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now you can see you're bumping into 2 beads that are next to each other, almost on the same level, just as high. So when you put 14 in, you're going through 2 beads. 1, 2, and it's called stepping up. I'm going to do this, pull this tight, make that nice and round, and we're going to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And again, you skip one, go into 2 to step up, like that, and pull that tight. Now we're doing one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And again, you step up 2 beads, like that. Now we're going to pick up that 12mm revoli, put that in the middle, pull that tight. Be careful that you make sure that it's straight in there. And now we need some size 15/0, and I'm using galvanized gold 15/0 by Miyuki. And now it's easier to see. You're just going to do the same thing with the galvanized gold in between the delica beads. 1. Well, you don't have to count this. You'll find out when you get back to the beginning, right? Go all the way around and make sure that your beads are in there correctly, so you can close that up. Might be a good plan to already get rid of whatever delicas you have left. And I'm going to move the size 15/0 outside of the cameras, but just so you know that I'm using them, because I think it helps with the less blurring. Okay, got the 15/0s going in between. All of them all the way around. And when you do the last one, you go into the first 15/0 again with the delica. into the next delica and then 4 up. So you're going 4 delicas that way. For the next part, I suggest you use galvanized gold, but I got 24 karat gold plated here. Can't find my galvanized gold, and luckily we don't need too much, we only need 14. So you're coming out of this delica and then you're gonna go straight across into the next delica right there, and then you're gonna go all the way around 14 times. You don't have to count because you'll see when you get to the end, and it's easier to just do it on the side. Make sure you go into 1 and next one. Make sure you stay on the same line, because a mistake is easily made going in here. They gotta be all like that. They gotta be all on the same line. And last one, go into the white and the delica. Now we're going to the back, into the white, and 3 down. So we're going diagonal, 3 down. And if you had done 4 rows instead of 5, you would now be able to put the one size 15-0 in between, but that doesn't work. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 15-0s, and then we're going to skip over 1 delica and go into the next. And you got like a little triangle there that's standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, go into the next one. I'm going to do this all the way around. Now with the last delica, you're going to skip this one, go into the white delica, and then move up 3 size 15-0 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. So that means you're coming out of the middle seed bead of the 5. Next, I'm going to put some white seed beads size 15-0 in between there. I'm also going to take these and put these out of camera. So that's also size 15-0. And we're going to go pick up 1, and we're going into every third. So that's that middle seed bead of 5 in between there, all the way around. And that will close up your back. Picking up 1, going into the white gold and the white and the gold, just to make sure that that is closed correctly, good and tight. And then I'm going to go 2 down, 2 seed beads down. I'm going up in the delica and I'm going 3 up, and next into the gold delica. And this is where I take off my thread. Now you need to make 2 of these. I suggest you make the other one now. Okay, when you get your 2 parts done, just put them aside, because now we're going to do some CRAW, which is cubic right angle weave. And for those of you who already know how to do it, this will be easy. But if you don't know how to do it yet, I suggest you do watch the video first. I got some gold, sort of, it's not a shiny gold, but it's galvanized. It's kind of a, I don't know, not so shiny gold. And I got some Opic opal luster, and these are size 8/0 seed beads. You will need a little bit more from the white than from the gold. And I'm gonna just put that also out of the camera so that I won't be blurry. I turned my table around. I hope everything will be a little bit more easy to see, especially with the bigger beads, I think so. For this you will need either your Wildfire or size 0.06, because this is like a little bit more stronger, or some Fireline size 008. You can also use that. You need about an arm span for this. That should do it. And I'm also going to run, I'm using Wildfire, I'm also going to run that through my wax, but I'm only going to do that one time, because that Wildfire is pretty strong and doesn't damage that easily. Okay, now we have to set up 14 times a CRAW, and we're going to start with 3 white and 1 gold. I'm going to pull that down and tie a double knot. 1, 2. And I'm going to move forward into the white right after the gold. So turn it so that you got the gold towards you, and the white is on the right side. So go into the white, pick up 1, 2 white, 1 gold, into the white. And I'm hoping that you already know how to do this, so I can do this a little quicker. Go into the next one also. Okay, pick up 1, 2 white, go into the side white, the middle white, and if you can do it, the left white, but if that doesn't work yet, then just pull that through, into the 3rd white. And as I said, you already need to know your CRAW knowledge for this, because I'm going pretty quickly for this. I'm going to pick up 1 gold now, because that needs to come here, and 1 white. Go into the white and the gold. Now flip that whole thing up. Put the till at the end. Go into the gold. At the gold. And go around in the gold. Come back up, right side of the gold. And going to the top now, white, white. And that's 1, 2. White, gold, 3, 4. And into the white again. White, that's 5. So you on the top you go around 5. You start with the white again. 2 white, 1 gold. Going into the white on the right, and the white that's on the other side in the middle. Picking up 2 white, 1, 2, going in white, white, white. So I got 3 white. Now pick up gold first, next white, going into white, white, turning to the gold color now, up in the gold colors, 2 of them. I'm going to close that gold up, 1, 2, 3. Now gold is closed. Going back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're back at the beginning. And this may go too quickly for those of you who don't have their crawl under control. For those of you who have it under control, bravo. 2 white, 1 gold, white, white. 2 white, 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 white. Gold, white, 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 gold. On the side into the gold, picking up a gold, closing the side of the gold up, 1, 2, 3. On the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, you need 13 blocks. I got 1, 2, 3. It's the easiest to count the outside ones. You got 1, 2, 3 blocks now. You need 13, okay? So just continue doing what you did. 2 white, 1 gold, white, white. 2 white, 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 white. Gold, white, 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 gold. Going to the side of the gold to close that up. Gold, 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 gold. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's 4. And just continue until you have 13. So I have 13. Double check, always double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Number 14 is going to be added when you connect the 2 parts. Now the 2 parts need to be connected like this, so it's going to be hard. I'm going to kind of roll that over like that to see what needs to happen. And this side needs to be connected to that side. Gold is the outside. So we're coming down here, going up here. That would be where the other thread is. And we're going to pick up a gold and we're going down here. That gives us one side. Now we need to go to the inside, because you got to move over to your next bead, right? So that's in here. Keep them close together so you can understand what you're doing. Pick up a white bead. Go down here into the middle one and up again. Now we need the next bead, which would be this one. And for this one you need a gold again, because we're doing the top. Got to connect it with this one going down, and this one is already here. go up again. And that leaves you to connect your 4 on the top, as you can see. Put that gold in there, or put that end till in there. See, your 4 on the top are still loose, so now you need to connect the 4 on the top. Gold, 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 and gold again. And if all is correct, that other thread is right here. So if we go into another gold, these threads now come together. So let's double knot them. 1, 2. Right, got your little donut there. Turn that around so that the gold is on the outside. Okay, take your needle off the thread and put this aside for a second. Get your revoli out and take care of that end till. Put that end till in your needle and check where it's coming from and just kind of work it away. Three beats should be enough, but make sure that you don't see it when you cut it off. Okay, now take your thread, put it on the needle, get your little donut out here, and make sure that your gold is on the outside. And you can put it anywhere you want. If these threads are annoying you, then just turn them away and say, I'll go start right here somewhere. Coming out of the gold delica bead, going into one of the size 8/0. Going into the next delica bead and the next 8/0. So that's what you're going to do all the way around. Delica bead, 8/0. And be careful you don't skip any 8/0, because that can be easily done as soon as this this revoli gets on there and you do the last couple of them. It's hard to see. Now you can still see it. It's delica, and you see your thread, so you can see that you need to be in this 8/0. Delica, 8/0. Delica, 8/0. Delica. And delica. 8/0. Delica. 8/0. Delica. 8/0. Delica. 8/0. Delica. And let's see, we got a couple of them still unattached. So make sure that all of them are attached. So if you need to count them, it's 14. 8/0 delica, 8/0 delica, 8/0 delica. And this is my first one that's attached. I'm gonna pull that tight, and I'm gonna go into the white and take that out. Now we're gonna take the other one, work away your end tail, cut it off, and do the other side. And I know it's a bit annoying because you got a lot of threads going on here, but that's just what it is. No pain, no gain. 8/0 delica. 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 And now that I got it all, I'm going into the white. And I'm taking out some 15/0 red. These are actually Toho, so I don't know what color it is, but it's a really dark red. And I got some Miyuki Opaque Turquoise, also 15/0. And I'm going to continue trying to get all the other threads out of the way with red, blue, and then into the next white 8/0. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Red, blue, 8/0. Red, blue, 8/0. Going into white, red, blue, white, and to the side. Picking up my other thread. That's also the fire line. Now, because you already done the other side, this could be like a little bit of a dominant side, so you got to make sure that the other side is really pulled tight so that the beads also will surface somewhat, or else your red and blues are going to disappear underneath your gold delica bead. So you gotta make sure that it's tight. Okay, and this side also, the red blue. Red, blue, and all the way around. And into the 8, the 11 O's, the 8, and up. Now meet up with this thread, so that means here, here, and if you see that that's still open, you can also go around one more time. Get that, close that up a bit. And in here, and they meet up, double knot. And just going down, getting rid of the thread. Into the delicas. It's a good place. Getting rid of the other one. In the same manner. This is also double knotted, so I'm going to get rid of the end till here also. But I can't go into the delicas with that, so because the thread is too thick, so I'm just gonna go over here somewhere and just make sure that's cut off. Now we have one thread left, and we're going to leave that because you never know where you might need to go and fix a little part of, you know, whatever problem you bumped into.